Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing today? This is your Marcus Tunstall with the Beta Project. You can always follow us on YouTube at Humble and Focus. Today is October 31st, 2019, and today we are talking about not that. Because it is not October 31st. That's hilarious. That happens sometimes. It is actually November 1st. The other one didn't load up yet, so I'll go and get this in here for you. November 1st, 2019, and it is wasted. Yes, wasted. Some people might have a different opinion of what wasted is, but we're going to talk about wasted in the way that I need to talk about it today. And today's quote is, the saddest thing in life is wasted talent. So let me go ahead and get us together here. Let's go ahead and talk. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. This is DeMarcus Tunstall. I'm here for the Beta Project. So what's going on? So today we're talking about wasted. It actually came to me whenever I was eating something. How many of you guys, this thing looks horrible. I have a problem sometimes, like when it comes to caramel apples. I like to mangle them with my face, and I just destroy them. So you can't really see what I was hoping you would see. I guess maybe I should have cut it. I was thinking about it, but then it looked delicious and I was hungry, so I ate it. But what that was a caramel apple. So because it is so mangled, I did bring another picture. So you guys have seen one of those before. You know, that's what they call an apple, or at least an apple core. And what I want you to get from this is that you've eaten an apple. I want you to picture yourself eating an apple. And I want you to picture yourself just chomping through it. Even if you don't like apples, you've seen people eat it, so just picture the apple. And when you get to the apple, they eat all the meat, and then they slow down. And they get really precise with their bites. They are not precise with their bites at the beginning, but they slow down when they get closer to the middle. Why? Because they don't want to bite into the core of the apple, which is what you see here. And so they don't want to eat that part. They want to eat the outside part. And as soon as that core is over, just like unfortunately I'm going to do with my friend here, when they get to that core of that apple, they throw it away. It's wasted. So the idea behind it, ladies and gentlemen, and it kind of came to me, I was just thinking about, because you know me, I love thinking about the seeds. And the seeds and what the essence of what they do. But ladies and gentlemen, what I'm thinking here is that, yes, most people treasure the fruit, the meat of the fruit, but have no value for the seeds itself. Now, it's kind of a crazy situation because think about it, watermelon, people eat watermelon, what do you do with the seeds? You spit them out, right? Or you're eating an orange and you get seeds in your orange. Take them out, put them on the side, kind of do one of those, get them off your fingers. Fruit has seeds, and the seeds themselves do what? They grow more fruit. The thing is, ladies and gentlemen, what you're doing, and this is why I got to the apple, I thought it would be a great way to go, is that the apple itself, the seeds in the apple represent potential possibilities. And so every time you throw away an apple core, you throw away the part of the apple that can create more, that can give more, that can be more. So each apple has the potential through its seed to become a tree. You get what I'm saying? So the apple itself did not become a tree. That is true. But the seed it produces has the potential to become a tree to produce more fruit. We often look at the apple as being great because it's delicious and we eat the meat of the apple, but we fail to realize the potential within the apple. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, did you know that you can eat the apple seeds and that they are actually healthy? Think about it. If the apple has a potential to grow a tree through its seeds, you don't think it has potential to give you nourishment of some sort by eating the fruit, eating the seeds? But they don't taste good. They don't taste like the apple. They change things in there. You're chewing and you get a seed, you're like, oh, that's gross. Inside of every fruit, there is seed. And inside of that seed is the potential for something amazing. Inside of you, ladies and gentlemen, every decision you make or don't make has the potential to be a wasted seed. You do right by your boyfriend and your girlfriend. Well, guess what? You didn't waste your seed. But you start, going out, stepping out, doing whatever you want to, not acting in a correct manner, you might lose the potential or the possibility of being in that relationship anymore. You have the possibility of making more money. You have the possibility of having well-behaved children. And you want to go there? Children are a product. They are your seed. So if you have children, they have the potential to grow up and do something great that you could not necessarily do. But if you don't take the time to grow the seed or grow the children, then guess what? It's not going to happen. The crazy part about it is that I'm going to tell you something that teachers don't teachers probably don't tell you, but they say it. They don't have time to teach your kids everything and raise your children. That's your job. But they have time to educate your children and try to teach them right from wrong as much as possible. But there's so much going on with grooming all these seeds that we don't have time to teach your basic morals and ethics that you should be teaching your children, how to respond to other people, how to treat other people nicely. See, that's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about the aspect of everything that we have, every decision that we have, every action that we take or don't take, every thought that we think or don't think is a chance to be wasted potential. A chance to be wasted. The seed of what could be to be wasted. Most people don't believe they can earn that a certain amount of money. They say that the person who earns $25,000 only earns $25,000 because they haven't figured out how to make $50,000. And the person who earns $50,000 only earns $50,000 because they haven't figured out how to make $300,000. And so on and so on. But the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not willing to plant that seed to get more money, to do what it takes, what's necessary to think differently to get more money, then it's a wasted seed. It's no different than throwing away the apple core. The apple core is the essence of life. The essence of life is within the apple, the chance to grow anew, but you're throwing it away because it doesn't taste good. Ladies and gentlemen, everything in life is not supposed to be about the temporary right now feeling. The what do they call that? The desire feeling, the rush. It's not about, you got to plant for long term. You have to understand that as you eat that seed right now, as you eat the apple right now, it's great. The seed itself is what grows and feeds a nation. Your individual apple has potential to feed a village, but you throw it away because you find no value in it. You find no value in the apple itself because it doesn't taste the way, oh no, it's a seed. But imagine taking that same seed, and not to say that it would be just like this, but you get what I'm saying with this analogy, is that imagine taking that exact same seed and planting it in a place that doesn't have fruit. They can't afford fruit. Now all of a sudden, that seed that you were wasting has now created something more. So what seeds are you planting? And when you plant your seeds, are you tending to them, or are you just throwing them away? All right, what seeds aren't you planting? What aren't you putting out there? What is not your living your best life? What's not creating your best self? What are you doing that's not bringing in everything that you deserve? We talked about yesterday the aspect of thoughts are things and thinking thoughts, and if you think thoughts and you believe in them, you get everything you want. And imagine if that was true, because it is. But imagine if it was true. Then wouldn't you want to plant more seeds in your mind? It's fertile ground up here, ladies and gentlemen. It's fertile ground. They will give you everything you ask for. But you got to be willing to ask for it. You got to be willing to plant that seed and think about it day and night and understand that it's already yours. Just like planting or just like buying a couch online. You don't go buy another couch because you know it's coming. So I don't want you to be wasting potential. I don't want you to be wasting the seed that could possibly be bringing on something for somebody else. That seed is so important to the life and the essence of everything that's going on in this world. You are a seed, but not all seeds grow. Some seeds are wasted. And so that's why I wanted you to look at this video and see this here, because the saddest thing in life is wasted talent. Ladies and gentlemen, do you realize, and I talked about this before, that not everybody is going to be the action hero in a movie. Some people are stand-ins. Some people are casualties of war. I used the Marvel movies and all the people in the city, and all of a sudden, like, some of them didn't make it and some of them were running, but there was only a few that stood up and were able to do something about it, right? Some people are just not gonna be, their seed is gonna be wasted. They're gonna utilize their meat just like an apple, and then after that they'll discard. They're not worried about planting something more for the future. They're not worried about creating something more for legacy. Oh, by the way, legacy. Oh, I got it on. Hold on, I'll show you. Gotta show you the legacy shirt. Legacy! I love that shirt. They're not concerned about planning for legacy. They're not concerned about doing anything but what they want to do right now. Now, that's the problem. If you're only worried about doing what you want to do right now, ladies and gentlemen, you forget a whole lot of other people. This world is designed to be a network of folks. And if you're not willing to network and do the right thing towards folks, you'll never get what you're supposed to get. Or at least you'll get some of what you're supposed to get, but you'll never get the full potential. Like, for example, eating that apple, you got some of its potential apple seed, you get more apples. By planting an apple seed, if you plant it in your backyard, you tend to it, you grow it, eventually it grows to the point where you can have more apples. But if you only worry about eating one apple right now and throwing away the seed, you have completely lost the potential in that seed. Don't waste your seed, ladies and gentlemen. It's so powerful, but we take it for granted because it's so small. But the essence of a seed brings life. Consumerism kills life. And I'm not saying like capitalism, but I'm saying is that when you're not willing to take the chance, you just consume something, if you just continue to consume something, it destroys the potential of what it could be. For every tree we cut down, for every apple we eat, watermelon we eat, all different things that we create for ourselves without replanting or reestablishing the world, it goes away. So the question is that are you going to be wasting potential, or are you going to plant yourself and allow yourself to bring forth fruit to feed nations, to change minds, to harness and nourish the mind of someone else, thoughts and hearts of other people? Or will you just be a cautionary tale of one day I ate an apple and the end? That's all I have for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. I believe and I love in each and every single one of you. You know I do. And I just want to tell you that. And I hope you have a blessed Friday. I hope you had a safe Halloween. I will talk to you we'll talk to you either tomorrow or Monday. We'll find out. Have a great day.